I like called in, and there was my boss's boss telling us that our department was dissolved and that all 30 of us were being let go. And that they did create like 11 positions that we could go and re-interview for, and kind of compete with your colleagues who are like your family. And for me, I was like, oh, this just does not feel right to me.
Authentic Influencers, I am so excited to be here with Kate Stewart, right?
Yeah.
And she is an amazing, amazing lady. She has so many great things that she is doing. And I just wanted to share with all of you her story and kind of where she's gone to help you guys. I know there's a lot of people that I've talked to that they are looking for people like role models that have gone through the whole system we have of social tenacity, and they're looking for just other people that can say like, hey, I've done it and this is where I'm at. And I love your story, Kate, because you kind of went down a little bit of a different journey. And that's one thing that I love about everything that we do here at Social Tenacity, because it's designed really to help you figure out what is the thing that you're looking for, tap into your gifts, your talents, your passions, and then create an amazing life with that.
Exactly.
So I'd love for you to just tell everybody like where you were before you met us and kind of your journey.
Okay. Yes, I would love to. Thanks for having me today. And so I am kind of a newbie to network marketing, and I kind of found it in the spring, and I was like, wow, I really want to do this. I'm a single mom in corporate America, and I would love to get out of corporate America. And so I started listening to your podcasts, and I was a frequent visitor of the Facebook page. And I was like, wow, okay, this is the approach that I want to take. I want to do this, but I feel kind of weird doing it. I want to do it in like a non-spammy way, like you always say. And so I reached out about the In Pursuit of Recruits course back in May. And I talked to a couple of your wonderful staff members, and it took me a while to decide. And partly because I knew that my corporate career, the company was going through a lot of change, and I thought there was a chance that my job may be eliminated. And I was like, I should wait and see if I have a job or not. And Haley, who I talked to, was like, wouldn't it be nice to have a backup plan in case you don't have a job? And I was like, oh, Haley, that's a really great point. And so I slept on it for a weekend, and then I called her a Monday morning, and I was like, let's do it. So that was kind of like late May that I joined the course, and I had already created a movement just based on listening to your podcast, Brooke. And my movement is Fab After 40 with Kate Stewart. So I had that closed Facebook group. But when I signed up for the course, it really took that group to the next level. And I currently have over 400 ladies in that group. It's very active. They're all in there commenting away and sharing. And it's all of making sure that we're living the best life that we want to. We're in our 40s now. It's kind of time when we can pause, take a breath. We've gotten married, we've worked on our careers, we've had children, and now's the time to just make sure, are we living the life we want to live? And if not, like what changes do we need to make? So I have this impactful group that I just love so much, and is such like a support system for so many women. So then I was on vacation in June, and I was in my favorite place, which is Asheville, North Carolina, and where I want to move one day. And I got a call from my boss, and he was like, you need to join this Zoom conference call, which is, video conferencing. And I was literally going on a kayaking tour. So I called in, and there was my boss's boss telling us that our department was dissolved and that all 30 of us were being let go. in that they did create like 11 positions that we could go and re-interview for, and kind of compete with your colleagues who are like your family. And for me, I was like, oh, this just does not feel right to me. And I did a lot of soul searching, and I talked a lot to the women in the Pursuits of Recruits course. And there was just so much support in there. Like, Kate, this is the universe sending you a message. Like, this is the time to do something different with your life. But Brooke, it was kind of scary.
I bet.
Being a single mom and all, and, needing to pay a mortgage and that sort of thing. But I decided to take the severance package and to use these months to really invest in myself and invest in my business and take it to the next level. Like, where do I want Fab After 40 to go? And it's been quite a journey, me figuring that all out, but I have some exciting stuff, in the works. So yeah, I want to say thank you for the course, because it really, it came at the best time for me. And it gave me such purpose every day in that very difficult time. Like, I've been in corporate America for 20 years. So to wake up in the morning and not have that was a bizarre feeling. But to have that course and to be able to go in every day and feel like I was doing something actionable and making progress in my life and my growth was just so crucial. So
that's awesome. Oh, yeah. You're so welcome. Well, it's so great to hear that. And this goes for people who are like trying to create movements and things like that. Like, there's going to be a time where people are going to be saying that about you, and they're going to be like, thank you for creating this community. And it's helped me so much, and it just validates like all of the hard that you have to go through. Cause it's hard. Like, and I'm sure making the decision to, okay, I'm just not going to have a job. Like, the different like voices that you hear in your head that are like, yeah, this is a good idea. Are you crazy? Like, do you really want to do that? You hear those things, but like, you follow your heart and you're like, I know this is where I need to go, even though it may not make sense.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So that's amazing because you had that experience, now when other people have that experience, you get to talk to them about it and be like, hey, I've been there,
Exactly.
So I think a lot of the experiences that we have and we go through, like, even though we go through a lot of hard, we go through that so that way we can relate to other people and have compassion with other people as they're going through that same thing.
Certainly. And one of your coaches in the program, Alice, was like, you need to be journaling every day, because you are going to be able to use those in your business. And I've just started email marketing my group and using some of those journal posts, because I know people can relate to, what I've already gone through. As you say, like, you just need to be one step ahead.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome. So you found your movement, you found your mission, you know what you're doing, and you had said that you have some cool things coming up. Like, I want to hear about like all these new things that you're doing, because a lot of it, like, it has to do with your network marketing company, but a lot of it is all these new things that you're kind of creating and experimenting with.
Yeah, so I'm launching my own life coaching company, and it's really launching in January. And part of that, I found a business bestie, and so my colleague Jenny is going to be joining, and we're doing this together. And she is going to be really focusing on the career aspect and, are you making enough money as a woman in corporate America? She's a really kind of coach to that stuff. I am looking, like, my passion is really health and wellness and life work balance. I had developed adrenal fatigue from the stress of being in this corporate world and traveling and having 2 young kids. And, it was just crazy. So I had to find a solution that worked well for me, that healed my adrenal fatigue. And that is really what I want to help other women do as well. So that's where my products come in for sure. But I'm developing right now an online course, and it's going to be a 4-week course, and it's called Getting Your Spark Back.
Love it.
Thanks. And so it's going to be kind of like 4 units. The first one is all around nutrition, and then mindset, movement, and then all the other great things like sleep and things like that. So that is going to be launching in January. So that's part of my Fab After 40 kind of life coaching. And women will be able to purchase that either with my products or without. So really developing a business with multiple streams of income is my goal. And also being able to do one online is really key for me because I love to travel and I just want to make sure also, like, my kids are 8 and 11, and I think that's a crucial time. And I just want to be around more and not having to go into an office per se, and just having kind of a desktop type life, or a laptop type of world.
Right.
So that's my goal. So super excited about the course. And then I have one other big thing that's coming up. And that is in my corporate life, I did a lot of events. And so I whipped together this Fab After 40 retreat. And it's going to be in January. It's over Martin Luther King weekend. And I found this wonderful glam farm property right outside of Phoenix because we had to go somewhere warm in January.
Right.
We're there. And it literally, that retreat sold out in like literally 2 weeks.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was completely amazing. Most of the rooms went to women in that Fab After 40 group. And then their friends, it's kind of like then they network and say, oh, you should come, that sort of thing. So I'm just so excited to see where this Fab After 40 group kind of takes me and journey and all the different ways that we can, impact the women in that group.
That's awesome. So exciting. Well, and I love that you have taken some of the things that you did in your corporate life and now you're applying it into something that you absolutely love.
For sure.
So that's the magic sauce,
But that's why I loved your course so much, because of my marketing. I mean, I think anyone would love it, but I recognize so many great things in it because of my marketing background. So, but I love the way that you explain things. It was like taking the marketing jargon and really breaking it down and making it into easy baby steps for us all to follow throughout the entire course. So that was awesome.
Good. That's great feedback. So that's one thing that I always tell people, because I used to be a first grade teacher. And so I only know how to teach at a 6-year-old level,
That's perfect for online learning. We have to.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So just don't ask me to spell like really big words, because that is not something I'm good at. So, well, this is awesome. If someone is interested in like finding your Facebook group, we'll make sure that we link you to your Facebook group in the show notes. But if they want to hear more information, hear about when your next retreat is, things like that, where's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
Yeah, so I don't have an official website yet. That's sort of coming in the works, but Fab After 40 with Kate Stewart. You can find me on Facebook, Fab After 40 on Instagram, and then Fab After 40 on YouTube as well for all of my videos. So I'm very loud on Facebook, so it would be hard to miss me.
Awesome. Well, we'll make sure that we link to all of those in the show notes. So if you guys want to get into contact with Kate, you'll be able to hit her up on all of those different platforms. And it has been so fun to talk to you today, Kate. Thank you so much for coming on and just sharing your story.
My pleasure. It's been great.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.